Big stage, big panel today about storytelling,
Yes.
which is interesting and important, isn't it, with all these technology players to talk about storytelling. So what are the opportunities and where does storytelling stand now?
Well, that's what we wanted to find out, and we got a lot of really good information. We found out from Nestle that their innovation group on the West Coast is really the one responsible for, believe it or not, they actually are legitimately creating cat videos. I know it sounds like the thing that everybody, kind of doesn't really want to do, but really does want to do, but they actually, because of course they own Purina, can actually make a cat video really legitimate, and they've done such a good job with their storytelling in regard to having the sort of adult cat tell the young kitten what the kind of the ropes of being in this house are like, and it's really sweet, and they've had like 23 million views, and so they're doing content marketing really, really well. We talked about the technology involved in storytelling, not just Outbrain, who is involved with the delivery, helps send, get people drawn into the content, but also how brands adopt technology, what the challenges are. We heard from Bob Lord about how data works with storytelling at Huffington Post, how they use data for comprehensively informing both content and delivery, and how he's in the process of taking those learnings and spreading them throughout the AOL organization, especially with Partner Studio, which is, of course, their new content group for brands. And then Tumblr. Tumblr is doing amazing things. They have a platform called Canvas, where they have hundreds of artists, young creators, that they put to work on behalf of brands to help tell stories on the Tumblr platform, and it's wildly successful and very interesting, very grassroots, but it's working so well. So it was really interesting today to hear about different ways people are using storytelling and also enhancing the storytelling process with technology.
So do you guys have a lot of clients here at DMEXCO? What are some of the things that they're asking? I mean, what are some of the learnings or conversations that are going on, and what do you hope that they take away from this conference?
Well, we definitely have people here who have been with us at DMEXCO before, and they were successful in years past, and so are here again, and they know the ropes and they know what to expect. And then we have first-timers, companies like Celtra, who really belong here and feel very much at home in the conversation with brands and agencies talking about how technology improves storytelling, because of course our booth is called the Technology of Storytelling. So people are here in some cases to augment their business internationally. Some are just feeling it out. Some of them already have established businesses in Europe and are dealing with 2 days of just back-to-back meetings.
And tell me what's new with MediaLink? You guys are doing so much, and so tell us some of the activations that you're doing, initiatives, work that you're doing.
Well, we're growing quite a bit, as you know. We're well over 100 people now. We've opened an office in San Francisco, so that's new. We have an office in Atlanta as well, which makes, I think, 5 after New York, LA, and Chicago. The Chicago office is growing amazing. Matt Spiegel started that office, and he does a lot of the programmatic work on behalf of brands who are really looking for solutions with data and audience segments and automated media solutions. We are continuing our content practice out of the West Coast, and frankly, we're doing a lot of the agency reviews in this, this environment right now where there are a lot of reviews going on. So
when is that going to settle down, or will it?
You need to ask Michael. He's the guru. But all I can say is that it's in earnest right now and occupying a lot of our time and mind share. So between the programmatic, between that, the continued work with brands, with publishers, it's a busy time for MediaLink.